Oboru robo jevena, asofa jewote, ejefa meriakpo, uropo meware, urobo orere gesa, anumahao. Hey, Igboru robo kera, abari nyogo. 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 Oboru robo jevena, asofa jewote, ejefa meriakpo, uropo meware, urobo orere gesa, anumahao. Hey.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people of Biafra. Wherever you're watching us from, this is Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem. The national anthem you just heard right now is that of Urobo Nation in Biafra land. Now, I want to play the Biafran anthem too. Thank you. Stay tuned and share this program.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is that far we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood, we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscheduled paths. When we are poised, the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets fill the glorious sun. Our victory restored our mighty road. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule, to serve rich race unlookness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
All hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail the great people of Biafra. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depend on your location and time zone. My name remains Mazi Obaleze Chukwubikem. If you are joining me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depend on your location. I want you to kindly share this program because Facebook is truly fighting and making sure that I don't come online to broadcast to humanity. But by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiama, we always find a way out of every situation. I remain your brother. This morning, I want to anchor this program, and I want to speak truth to humanity. I want to do justice to a lot of issues that is bothering us from the coastal region of Biafra, and I want to address so many. I want to address so many of them. Therefore, it is your own duty to contribute your own quota. How are you going to contribute your own quota? You are going to contribute your own quota by sharing this program, because my regular account where I used to broadcast to humanity, where I have over 25,000 followers, have been suspended because of this particular program I want to do this morning. Immediately, I announced that I am coming live this morning to do this program. Facebook, did what they know how to do best by blocking me, giving me 30 days that I'm not going to broadcast on that platform for 30 days. And that is why I have come on these particular channels to broadcast to humanity, to talk to each and every one of you that is watching, because at this point in time, this is the time that our voice is highly needed. This is the time that we need to speak out to humanity. This is the time that we need to tell the world what is happening in our land, how we are being killed. They are fighting us from different angles, and because we are Uchukwu Kikabiama, the creator of heaven and earth, we are going to win in so many angles as well. They are plotting a whole lot of evil against us. They do not want the world to know what they are doing to us. They do not want the world to understand that we are indigenous people that are fighting for their freedom. They have tagged us terrorists. And because of this, they have been killing us. But there is a very serious bothering issue that have brought me to you this morning, this afternoon, this evening. And that issue is so much disturbing that I want to discuss about it. And I'm going to open my line. When I open my line, I am expecting those our brothers from the coastal region of Biafra to call into this program and to make their contribution. They did not only stop me from broadcasting on that my platform known as Prince Darlington, they also blocked me from broadcasting on Biafra Television. They blocked me from broadcasting on Biafra Television. I see the hot Biafra Television. They blocked me from broadcasting in so many platforms. But as you know, we are Biafrans, we always find a way out of every situation. And you know why they're blocking us? They are blocking us because the government of the day have paid them and told them that they don't want these people to be talking on your platform. They don't want these people to be exposing them on your platform. They don't want these people to be showing the whole world the carnage that they have meted against them on your own platform. And because of this morning, this afternoon, it is a privilege that having me on this platform today, because I must tell you, the kind of war that they are fighting with me, if I am not someone who is resilient, if I'm not someone who is straightforward, if I'm not someone who knows what I really want, I would have just gone and keep sleeping and start sleeping or doing something else and say, let me leave them because they have banned me for 30 days. But I can't just imagine at this critical time when I needed to speak to my people all over the world. I don't know how I can go and sit down sleeping when the blood of my innocent brothers and sisters is being spilled on our land. I don't know how I can just keep quiet because Facebook blocked me in one platform, that I should not speak to the world, that I should go and sit down and be sleeping while my people are being slaughtered like animals. I can't fathom that. I can't fathom that side of story, that I will keep quiet when I know that it is the right time for me to speak up. I am not afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of speaking out to the whole world. I am not afraid of those that are looking for their lives, not my life, because I know that God is my strength. I am only afraid of Chukwu Kikabiama, the creator of heaven and earth, the God that created everything and nothing created him. And this is the reason why I am telling you that with God, all things are possible. There is no man born of a woman that can stop this struggle. There's no man born of a woman that can stop Biafra from coming. They are killing our people, and people are afraid to speak out because they're afraid of being arrested. We are not afraid of arrest anymore. We are not afraid of being killed. We are not afraid of any intimidation, because we have determined that it's better we fight and die for Biafra than for us to live under the Fulanization agenda, under the raping of our mothers and our sisters, under the killing and pillaging of our land, under the taking over of everything that belongs to us, under the killing of innocent people that have committed no crime. You are going to hear things that may make you angry this afternoon on this platform. You are going to hear things that may make you think otherwise on this platform this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you're watching me from. But I am not owing you any apology. I owe nobody apology. I am going to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. We are live on Aside Hot Biafra Television on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube right now. For those of you who may find it difficult to talk or to contribute or to watch this program on this platform, please kindly go to Aside Hot Biafra Television on YouTube and watch it live and direct. We are also streaming on Mazi Obeleze Chukwubikem Facebook wall, and we are also streaming on the Great Biafra Voices. These are the three places that we are streaming live and direct. And do you know the worst? The most funniest thing and the worst part of it is that they do not want me to share this program myself. There's no how I can share this program. But in the normal circumstances, once I am broadcasting, I am able to share to so many platforms, to invite people to come and watch this program, to contribute to the program, so that information can be disseminated accordingly. But as I'm speaking to you right now, I don't even have the share button on this platform where I am broadcasting from. I am still broadcasting on 3 platforms at the same time, but I cannot share. That is to tell you the kind of battle we are fighting. That is to tell you the kind of war we are fighting. We are not only fighting the people on the ground, we are also fighting on the social media. And social media is the front, the war front, where they are trying to silence us, where they want to stop us from speaking to the world, where they want to stop us from, they want to make sure that they blacklist us on internet. And that is why you see them closing Twitter. They don't want Twitter, they don't want people to tweet from Nigeria anymore. So that when they carry out all the carnage, all the heinous crime that they have been committing against humanity, nobody will talk. But I'm telling you that this morning, I remain your brother Mazo Eleze Chukwubikem. And I have come this morning because I have a very important discussion to discuss with you. I know that they have limited the number of the people that are following me, that are watching my program, because of the account that they have blocked me from speaking from for the next 30 days. You can imagine when somebody closes your mouth and asks you not to talk for 30 days. That is full 1 month. And at the same time, your people are being killed. And you are not the kind of person that can keep quiet and watch your people being killed and without you speaking. It is suffocating. It is heartbreaking. I can't just imagine that. I am a Biafran of Igbo extraction. If you look at me, you know that I'm ezigbote onye Igbo. Ana m asị nke onye chiri ya zelo, ndị mbụ na ndị egedege echebe unu na-edu unu. Ana m asị okereke okerafọ okonkwo na okoli mgbeko mgbafọ na mgbọkwa na mgboli. Ana m asị nke ọbụla onye chiri ya zelo. Ana m asị ndị eze ndị ọzọ. Ana m asị Chukwu Okebiama ya wela arụ ike ka ọ chọọ unu mma, o were arụ ike wee chọọ unu ọjị. Ana m asị unu jebe unu ga-ejebelu, unu ga-anabakwa unu ga-analụ. Ebe ọbụla unu na-eje, Chukwu Okebiama ga-emekwa ọjọọ ama mkpụ unu, sọsọ ụkwụ ọma ga na-akpọ unu. Ọchụ na mma ga-enwetakwa na ife ọma, na ọchụ na njọ ga-eji ana wee zere mmiri. Ana m asị Chukwu Okebiama biko n'osisi ọbụla fụrụ ụmụ Biafra na-atụ nkwe, asị m ufere bụrụ ya abụrụ maka ọma jee ya onu, omecha ọ ga-adụghasị. Chukwu Okebiama biko na-ekwena ka ifere mee ndị ka anyị na-ayọ gị n'ụtụtụ wee na-asị ka ị bịa buola ya ụzọ kpela ya azụ. Anyị na-ayọ gị n'efifia n'abalị a ka ị bịa gozie anyị, gozie ụmụaka alaka anyị, gozie ebe ọbụla ụmụ Biafra niile na wee na-agba mbọ. Na anyị na-asịkwa ka ichekwebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ebe ọbụla ọ nọ. Chukwu Okebiama biko ekwena ka ife ọjọọ mee, ekwena ka ụkwụ kpọọ ya, n'ihi na ndị ilu agba n'ihi okirikiri, ndị ilu gbara ya gburugburu na-achọ ka ha wepụ ndị ya n'ike. Ma Chukwu Okebiama ma nọ naanị gị bụ onye ji ndụ ya. Na anyị na-ayọ gị biko ekwena ka ife ọjọọ mee ụmụ gị. Anyị na-asị ka ndị ha bụ ndị ụmụ Biafra niile, ndị na-efe n'elu, ndị na-agba n'ala, ndị na-agba n'ụgbọ mmiri, ndị nọ n'ụgbọ oloko. Chukwu Okebiama biko bịa chewe bịa duwe ha. Ekwena ka ụkwụ ọjọọ kpọọ ha, ekwena ka ife ọjọọ mee ha, ekwena ka onwe onye ga-achọ achọ. Nna anyị na-ayọ gị, akachakwa ụmụnna anyị ndị nke nọ n'ala, ndị ESN na-anụ ọgụ, ịgbakwa mbọ fụ na ha chekwabara obodo anyị bụ Biafra, na-agbanyeghịkwa na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya bụ obodo ekwensu agba n'izu na-achọ ka ha ga-esi gbusisi ndị gị. Chukwu Okebiama naanị gị nwee ike, naanị gị bụ eze, naanị gị bụ odogwu n'agha. Nna anyị na-ayọ gị ka ị bịa nọnyere ndị dị otu a ebe ọbụla ha nọ, ka ichekwebe ha. Nna ekwena ka ụkwụ kpọ ha, ekwena ka ihe ọjọọ mee ha. Ọ dị aka ọjọọ ọbụla nke na-atụ ndị ESN, ndị na-agba mbọ ịfụ na obodo anyị abụghị obodo ndị Fulani ga-abịa welu. Nna anyị na-asị ka aka nke akpọnwụ dị ụkwụ ọbụla nke na-aka iji ọjọọ nye ha. Anyị na-asị ka ndị dị otu a ka ha daa ngwọrọ. Chukwu Okebiama ọdụ ọnụ ọbụla nke na-ekwu okwu ọjọọ banyere ebe ụmụ Biafra, ọkachasị anyị ndị na-agbasa ozi n'iru akwụkwọ, anyị na-asị ka ya bụ olu ka ha daa ogbi. A na-asị ka ahụ ga-anwụ ha ga-abụ nyanya nke a na-amaghị afịa ka o si n'elu si n'ala ka o si na mmiri ka o si n'elu ala ka o si n'ikuku wee bịakwute ha. Na anyị na-asị onye ọbụla bụ onye na-echela ya echiche ọjọọ ji afọ anyị wee je na be dibịa ka o jee gwọọ ọgwụ n'imegide anyị ma ọ bụ na mmụọ ma ọ bụ na mmadụ. Anyị na-asị ka ndị dị otu a ka ọgwụ nke ha niile ha ga-agwụ ka ọ bụrụ nke ga-atọ ha. Anyị na-agbachigakwa ka ya bụ ya bụ ụta azụ enye ka ha rabụ ndị na-agba ya ụta ahịa ma ahụ ụta enweghị udo, ụta enweghị ahụike. Anyị na-agbachighị ya azụ, anyị na-ezichighị ya azụ ebe ọbụla ha si site ya. Chukwuka ma biko ekwena ka ifere mee ndị gị. Anyị na-ayọ gị mana eke mana ori mana afọ mana nkwọ, ohu mmụọ na nnụ mmụọ, ndị rikara bigara ndị mbụ na ndị egede. Anyị na-akpọ unu mmụọ niile nọ na Biafra, mmụọ niile n'ebe ọbụla nke anyị nọ wee na-achọ ọgụ, ebe ọbụla mmụọ niile n'ebe ọbụla nke anyị bi ebi wee na-agba mbọ ka onye sitere anyị na mma. Anyị na-akpọkọ unu na-asị ka unu bịa buola ya ụzọ, ka unu bịa kpeela ya azụ, unu ekwekwana ka ọkọkọ ụmụ gị. Chukwuka mma biko kwa anyị na-ayọ gị oge anyị ga-agbacha mbọ niile a n'ihi na isi na anyị agaghị abụ abụ nna Chukwuka bịa bụ onye nwe anyị na ana ndị ọzọ. Chukwuka ma anyị na-ayọkwa ka inye anyị nwere onwe, ka anyị na obodo anyị nke bụ na Biafra ka anyị je nwere onwe anyị. Chukwu anyị na-ayọ gị ma kwetakwa na ị ga-emere anyị, ekwana ka ifere mee anyị. Oge anyị ga-agbacha mbọ niile a ka ibunye elu, ka otito, ka ịja mma, ka ekene, ka ihe niile nke bụ mbunye elu bụrụ dị n'afa nsọ gị. Anyị ekene ma kwe na ị ga-emere anyị ya, n'ime ụlọ anyị ya, n'aha Chukwuka bịa maka ikpere. Ise. Yes, my brothers and my sisters, if you are just joining us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, my name remains Chukwubikem, and on this platform, as it is hot, now so at the talk, that is why I have come to you this afternoon to discuss about our people from the coastal region, known that they fraudulently called Niger Delta or South. They are the topic that I want to discuss about today. Then I'll touchlight some other things. I'm going to touchlight some other things. And if you look at the big picture I'm going to show you now, you will not hear my voice again, but I want you to look at the picture. You will not hear my voice for some seconds. Then I will come back to you. But I want you to look at the picture. The picture of a place they call Niger Delta. The picture of a place they called South. I want you to see the thatch houses. I want you to see the level of poverty that they have meted against these people. And I am speaking to you categorically that the same people these people that they trusted, that they told them that Igbos are their problem, that Igbos are their killers, Igbos are their this, Igbos are their that Igbos have come to dominate them, have not developed that land. There's a great oil pillage in that land, and this is why Sarah Wiwa was killed. This is why Isaac Adakaboro was killed, and these are the people that have formed alliance with the same country called Nigeria to fight Biafra during the war. We are going to discuss extensively, and I'm going to read a very beautiful epistle that was put up, that was written by one of our sisters. And when we are done reading it, I will open my line and take your calls. But before I go, let me open this for you to see. Watch. Yes, welcome back. I believe you must have seen that picture that I just showed you now. This is the so-called Niger Delta that the British connived with Obasanjo and the Northern Arewa to give a name. All the fishes in these rivers from this coastal region of Biafra are all dead. They don't fish anymore. Let me tell you that 75% of that's a supposed landmass of the people that they call Niger Delta are on the sea. Go and check your geography very, very well. We don't lie on this platform. 75% of the land, the supposed land that belongs to these people that they call the Niger Delta, is on the sea, on the high sea. In other words, the only major source of their income, apart from crude oil, apart from natural mineral resources, is fishing. But as I'm talking to you right now, there is no longer fishes in their rivers because the oil spillage, the chemical, have destroyed and killed all the fishes in their river. They are no longer catching fishes in their rivers. The oil spillage have destroyed these rivers. At the same time, I want you to know that the remaining land, the remaining 25% of land that belongs to these people, out of that 25%, about 10 to 15% of this land is already destroyed. They cannot farm on those lands. The people that came from this side of the world, from this part of Biafra land, the coastal region of Biafra land. When I mean by the coast, I mean all the riverine areas of Biafra land. The people that come from this side of the world, they are facing more danger than those of us that come from the hinterland. I'm going to break it down for you to understand the danger that is awaiting these people. Then I will arrive at the main point why I am hosting this program. I am still going to arrive at the main reason why I'm hosting this program. But before then, let me build a preamble. Let me build a foundation. Let me explain something that you need to do. You need to know. Because if you're from that place they call Niger Delta or that place they call South, I want you to understand something, that your ecosystem is completely destroyed. The air these people breathe is toxic. The water where they fish is the same water where they defecate. The same water where they defecate is the same water where they wash clothes. The same water where they wash clothes is the same water that they drink. Government did not provide any amenities for these people. No running water for them. No good health system for them. These people are more or less living under abject poverty and the degradation. These people have been sidelined. They have been treated so. Yeah, sorry for that interruption. This is the war we are fighting. This is the serious war we are fighting. I'm very, very sorry for that interruption. I am back once again. If you are listening to my voice anywhere you are chatting from or you are watching us from, please, I want you to kindly confirm that you can hear my voice loud and clear on the comment section. I want you to share this program and I want you to confirm that you can hear me loud and clear wherever you must be watching from. Confirm that you can hear me, please. Confirm that you can hear me loud and clear. Yes, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I want you all to understand that this struggle that we are fighting is ordained from heaven. The people that have come from this riverine area of Biafra are suffering more than the people that are living within the coastal region. The people that have come from this side of Biafra are the people that have been killed in so many ways. The air they breathe is toxic. The water they drink is polluted. Their land is destroyed. They cannot fish. They cannot cultivate anything. They cannot farm. At the same time, the air they breathe is very dangerous to their health. And you used to hear Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. I am asking all of you that still answer the name, we are Niger Delta, we are South, we are Niger Delta, we are South. How many times have the people that gave you that name come to say, this land that have been pillaged, this land have been degraded, let us clean it up? They promise you Mirage, Ogoni clean up, they did nothing. They even came, or Subanjo even came to say they came to flag off the cleaning of Ogoni land. And at the end of the day, nothing was done. Nothing was done. Believe you me, I said nothing was done about this Ogoni cleanup. Nothing. They cleaned nothing. And the people keep dying. The aged women and men who are fishermen and the fisherwomen in the village has nothing to eat. They are dying. But I want you to know that few people from this region, I repeat, few people from this region that have held all of you captives have been enjoying at the expense of your own suffering and death. Take it or leave it. I haven't gone deeply into the reason why I am doing this program. And I want you to share it. Facebook have done their worst in my other platforms where I have so many followers. But here I am going to speak the truth. And before the day runs out, I believe that as far as you share it, more people are going to listen and action will be taken. Because when you speak to a wise man, they will listen and make haste while day is still bright. But when you speak to a foolish man, why they are trying to argue you, why they are trying to find fault from whatever you are saying, the way you say it, the way you didn't say it, how the language you use, whether you speak good grammar or your grammatical error is there, why they are trying to find all this fault. Being a fool that they are, the day will be running off. Before you know it, night will come. As I'm talking to you right now, a lot of people are of the opinion that the Biafrans in the hinterland should go with their Biafra without those in the coastal region. And I will tell you the reason. And after I'm going to open this line, those of them that are watching this program can call in and vent their anger, or should I say make their contribution. Listen. So many Biafrans are saying, hey, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, please, can you focus on Southeast alone, 5 states, and let us move forward? Because the people that you are fighting for do not value you. The people you are fighting for do not even accept who you are. The people that you are fighting for do not even acknowledge the sacrifice you have made so far. This is the opinion of so many of our people from the hinterland. For your information, the 5 states they created and called Southeast, so many people say that they are landlocked. I want you to share this program both on WhatsApp everywhere because I cannot share. They are landlocked. We are no stupid landlocked. We are not any landlocked. We have Azummiri in Abia State that flows into the Atlantic Ocean. We have a Tamiliuri that flows into the Atlantic Ocean. The River Niger that passed through Obaru, Anambra State, flows into the Atlantic Ocean. So when the enemy come to tell you they are landlocked, there is nothing like landlocked. What I am seeing between the Biafrans living in the hinterland and those living in the coastal region is very, very simple. Those in the hinterland are the people that are in the forefront of this freedom fighting. They are the people that even have better opportunity. They even have better land space and everything to strive if they have their freedom than those that are closer to the rivers. Because even the scientists, those people that knows what it takes to clean up a whole region that is messed up and spilled by oil spillage, said that it is going to take another 50 years to clean up the mess that Shell have done in that region. And they have gone ahead and saying that in that region, while they are mining the oil, while they are drilling the oil, there are some particles, there are some chemicals that are supposed to be, putting back to the places that they are draining this oil from to avoid any natural disaster. But Nigerian government are not doing it because the oil is not coming from their land and the disaster does not concern them. What concerns them is to take the oil, to drill the oil, and to take the money. That is why Farouk had the effronteries to say, do you know what Farouk said? That the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. The oil in Niger Delta belongs to Jigawa. They are only interested in the oil. But he did not tell you that the gold in Zamfara did not belong to Zamfara, but the oil in your land belonged to them. But that is not the topic for today. The topic for today is the people we call our brothers from the riverine area. How are they seeing we, their brothers in the hinterland? That is the bone of contention, because we are going to talk about it extensively. I have touched like this for a very long time, but I want to bring it back because so many people are now calling, so many people are now very, very upset, very angry. Hey, Mazi Obeleze, why can't you tell our leader to do this? Why can't we leave these people and move forward? How can Wike be killing our people in River State, in Obibo? How can he be so callous and be destroying our land? Do you know that River State is the only state, not the only state, the highest state where our people is massacred? River State is the state where the number of our women have been taken out and went and taken to the north for slave. I don't know if I can call it slave trade, because they are having sex with them, destroying their lives by the order of Nyesom Wike, all in the name of trying to root out the Igbos in Obibo. Who created Obibo? Who added Obibo to River State? That is the question you should ask yourself. Who created Obibo and added it to River State? Yakubu Gowon in 1976. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that all Obibo is supposed to be in Abia State? That is in old Imo State. Are you aware? Are you aware that Obibo in general, down to Rumo Okuta, Rumo Ola, all those, it's supposed to be part of Imo State? You don't know, but Gowon carve them out and call them River State, and they don't know how to change the name from Obibo. They start calling them Oyibo, just to make it look like they are not part and parcel of Igbo land. And all these things is happening, and our people are now crying, saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please allow these people to be on their own. Allow them to be on their own. We are tired of them. Let us have our freedom. But I'm going to shock you people with some information that you need to know about these people you say we should leave. I am not of the opinion to leave them. The first shocking I want to give to you is that I want you to know that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had accepted the offer to go with 5 states from Kuje prison, all the people that are being killed, being massacred as of today will still be alive. And who are the highest number of the people that are being massacred? Igbos, the Biafrans of Igbo extraction. I will tell you the truth. I don't care about how you feel. I don't care about how you feel about it. They called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while in the prison. Young man, we are ready to let you go, but with 5 states, namely Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, Imo, and Abia. They call it Southeast. But you see all those people within the river, you cannot go with them. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had said, okay, no problem, I accept. The killing from when he returned from the prison, 2017, when he returned from the prison, the killing of all the Igbo people, all the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, wouldn't have taken place. I am saying it because how much Mazi Nnamdi Kanu love this our people from the riverine area. I am saying it because I want to see nobody. I don't think somebody have given you this kind of analysis, but I'm going to break it down for you to understand. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had accepted, do you understand that? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had said, okay, I agree, by now there will be called Biafra, and I am going to be part and parcel of it because I am in the hinterland. I am among the 5 states created, they call Southeast. once again, please, we have to be, having this. So the anger, the pain that is eating me deep is that it is the blood of the Biafrans of Igbo extraction that is being spilled in the at the altar. I don't know you understand France because Ebema into three. You put one in Delta State. Now, oh my God. So now, if it means yes, we are back once again. I'm very, very sorry for the interruption. We ought to see these kind of things whenever the children of God is passing the message of redemption. The enemy will also come to interrupt them. Therefore, what I'm trying to say is this. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had accepted to let 5 states go and leave the remaining brothers, what happened to his kit and kin? I use Ebema as example. As I'm speaking to you right now, there is Ebema in Imo State. The same family cut part of them into Delta State and cut part of them into River State. So if this man have accepted, say, okay, let me go with the 5 states. What happened to his family? Okereke, Okafu, Okonkwo, that is in River State. What happened to Mbeke, Mbori, Mbafa, and Mbonko in Delta State? What happened to them? Do you know that there is Obolo in Anambra State and there is Obolo in Delta State? Are you aware of that? And there is Obolo in Ebonyi State. Are you aware of that? These are the things that some people do not understand. Then it is very, very, very appalling seeing our people from the riverine area, the people that we, the Igbo-speaking Biafrans, are sacrificing our blood, sacrificing our liberty, sacrificing our parents, sacrificing everything that we have for their own sake to liberate them. And you will see them coming out and speaking from different angles and rejecting the people that wanted them to be alive. Because of the money that your fathers and your mothers are receiving, because of the cheap lies that was told you, that was said to you, that Igbos are your problem. Igbos are your problem. They will dominate you. Now that the Igbos are not dominating you, who are the people that are killing you? Who are the people that are pillaging your land? Who are the people that have polluted your air? Who are the people that have done a whole lot to you? Now I want to go into the brief business of the day. I have built enough preamble to set record to what I want to talk about this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on your location where you're watching us from. There is a very beautiful epistle that I want to read. And when I am done reading this epistle, I want you that says you are from Niger Delta, that you are not Igbo, that you are not interested in Biafra, to begin to ponder I want you to ponder to this epistle that was put up by one of our sister. I want you to listen and listen attentively. Because the reason why we are doing what we are doing is because tomorrow, let it be on record that these people died trying to take you along. These people sacrificed their parents trying to bring you close to them. These people have given up everything because they wanted your freedom. And you and your family vehemently rejected them and rejected the offer to liberate you. Even when the organogram of Biafra nation is out there in the open, and it is stated that whatever that is in your land belongs to you, you are going to exist as a nation in a nation of Biafra. It is very clear. Nobody is going to intimidate nobody. Nobody is going to molest nobody. Nobody is going to be a minority. There's nothing like that. We are not going to have anything like minority commission inside Biafra. Nothing like minority commission inside Biafra. Nothing like minority and nothing like majority. Because a Biafra we are expecting, we are fighting for, is going to be a great nation that has to do with nations that comes together. US, if need be, we give it the abbreviation USB, United States of Biafra. That is my opinion. But the law that is going to bind every one of them must be respected. Then in your own nations or regions, you are going to make a law in your own dialect, in your own language that will help you. Now I want us to go into reading this particular epistle, because this epistle is a mind-blowing, and I want you to read it, and I want you to listen to it. The struggle for freedom. The Middle Belt people hate the core north with passion. But have you ever heard the North telling the Middle Belt to go their separate ways? Do you hear that? Have you heard the Middle Belt? They hate the North the more. But the North always say, Northerners, we the Northerners, once they want to do anything that they need a population, they need crowd. They say the North, the 19th state of the North, the 19th state of the North. Let me tell you, the core North is only about 12 states. The core North you are looking at today is only 12 states. And those 12 states have already constituted and departed from Nigeria a long time ago without your knowledge, by creating what they call Sharia states. That is the core North for you. But you do not understand this because nobody is telling you this. But do you know what they are doing? Once they want to go in large, once they want to get a very big quota, they say the North. And when they say that the North, they will include the Middle Belt among them. But these are the same people who are systematically killing the Middle Belters. But the Middle Belt hate them with passion. Currently, and very recently, the Middle Belt have come up to say, we are not among the Northern Forum anymore. We are not among the the Northerners anymore. We are not. We are on our own. We don't want it anymore. Enough of you telling us we are this, we are that, we are together, we are together. Why we know that we are not together? If we are together, why are you killing us? Why are you destroying our people? Why are you killing our people? These are the questions that the Middle Belt have been asking them. And this epistle that I want to read, I will not just read it as a newspaper. No. Why I am reading, I will be dissecting it at the same time. And I believe that while I am dissecting it, you too should do the same. Because it is only a stupid person that does not know. It is only a stupid man or a stupid woman that does not know that a visitor is a visitor. No matter how you treat a visitor in your father's house, he still remains a visitor, because he knows that this house is not my house. He can commit any crime, then run away. To back up whatever I'm telling you this morning, there is something I want to show you. Because when the Fulani come up to say the North, they have one thing in common. They have one thing that they want to let the whole world know. They are trying to give the whole world this impression that the North are one people when they are not. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are trying to give the impression to the whole world that the North are one people and the North are 19 states. It is not true. The North we are talking about today, as it stands now, is only but 12 states. And I'm going to show you how it is. I'm talking about the core North, how it is. And this northern state we're talking about is Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Katsina, Kano, Kaduna, Bauchi, Jigawa, Yobe, Gombe, and Borno. These are the 12 states. And they are the Arewa. In case you don't know, who will show you this? Who will tell you this? Now watch. Let me show you. Look on the screen. I want you to look on the screen, my brother. We are not here for a joke. We are here because we want Biafra to be restored. And you that is calling yourself Niger Delta, I'm coming to you. Just wait. When you look at the screen right now, you are going to see a map. This is a map of the contraption they called Nigeria. In this map, you will see the places that is marked green. All these green buttons are Sharia states, and they have done their own constitution. They have their own constitution. They have their own Sharia laws. They have their own Hizbah police in all these states that you are looking at now. If Nigeria is still existing as one nation, how can 12 states out of the 36 states cut off, make a law, have their own police, have their own constitution in their own language that you don't understand under a secular state of a nation they call Nigeria? Look at it. You have your eyes. You can see it. These places you see: Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara. Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Jigawa, Yobe, Borno, Bauchi, and which one is this again? These are the 12 states. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are the 12 states that they used to call the North. When they say the North, this is the core North. This place you see now are the middle belt. You see the middle belt? You see the middle belt? And Gombe is among them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's one that they added that make it 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's another one that they added to it that made it 12, because it is 12 states that made up of that their Sharia states. Then, if you look at Adamawa, Plateau, Taraba, Benue, Nasarawa, Niger, Abuja, and Kogi, and Benue. Look at these places are not the core North. They are not. The reason why I want to show you this is because I want you to understand the game that these people are playing. I want you to understand the game they are playing. And the author of this particular epistle that I'm reading to you now dissected it to the way that everybody that watch this program will understand it. And I'm helping the author to throw more light and educate our people from the place they call Niger Delta to understand what is going on. Now watch it. You say the middle belt people hate the core North with passion. The core North are these states that was on blue, that is on green colors. But listen very well. And he said, but never you hear or heard that the North are telling the middle belt to go their separate ways. No, they keep telling them that North is one and indivisible, because they know that is their strength. They have never told the middle belt, well, you people should go your way. No, you can go your way. We don't need you, because that is their strength, to be together, to be united, to be more in number, make it more, to build a very strong synergy, to put them together. That is their strategy. Now, let me continue. Come to the east. Just because some misinformed people are saying they are Niger Delta and not part of Biafra, Igbo nation, my Igbo people now suggest that they are better off with only Igbo speaking Biafra, since the South don't want don't want, and are insulting them. I have been avoiding this topic because I witnessed the insult myself, but I didn't expect the wisest tribe, Igbo, in black continent to succumb to our South ignorance. The author of this epistle is very, very intelligent, well articulated, well read, and is a historian. Are you listening? That the middle belt hate the north, but the north never told them, go away, we don't want you, stay on your own, you are this, you are that. No, they know that is their strength. That is why when they count themselves, they say 19 states of the north. Only that the 11 governors from the south came together and had a meeting last month. Look at how fire is burning everywhere. There is fire everywhere. Only 11 states came together as governor and have a meeting. And somebody from the north, from an Ariwa person is telling you, why can you make a law without involving me? So all the law that the 19 states have been making all these years without involving the south, the southern governors or the southern people. So who is the master here and who is the slave here? Did the South come up to say you are supposed to be making a law that you involve? When they decided to go with their 12 states, did they involve anybody in the South? Knowing fully well that the people in the South are living in the North. So did they consider that the law, the Hizbah police they have put on the line and their Sharia law is going to affect those people in the South? This is a very simple analysis that you have to make use of your sense to understand that they use the North and the number to outnumber all of you. And that is why when they come to the House of Representatives, when they come to the Senate House, they have more numbers of representatives and senators to make and to agree on a law, which somebody might have brought up. That is their strength. And now, listen, I want to read this last paragraph again, that you may understand where I am heading to and why I am doing this program this afternoon, this morning, or this evening, depending on your location. Now, he said, come to the east, just because some misinformed people are saying they are Niger Delta and not part of Biafra Igbo nation. And let me tell you, who called them Niger Delta? The same people from the north, the same call North, those people that have made their own law, those 12 states that have created their Sharia, that have departed from the country, in case you don't know, for them to create Sharia law, make a different law, and have their own police, their Hizbah police that is going about destroying those people from the south that are residing in the north, selling beer, beverages, destroying their drinks and everything, breaking bottles because they don't want it in their own corner. That are still fighting and say, why are you making a law that I am not involved, that you are against me? And the law that is made, that the southern governors are talking about, is that you people are coming to destroy our crops, destroy our people, rape our women, and kill our people. But our own people in your own side are there doing business, even employing your people, developing your land and doing and making sure that we are living together as one people. But you come to our land, you don't build house, you don't buy properties. What you do is to come and take land by force. Instead of you to live in the city, you go into the bush. This is why we are making the law that you should not bring your cattle and cows on the foot here to come and graze on our crops, not even in the bush, but on our crops. They are grazing on our crops. They are feeding their cows fat on our crops. And these governors from the south, 11 of them that came together to say enough is enough, you are attacking them. Now, listen to what my sister said. I repeat again, come to the east just because some misinformed people are saying they are Niger Delta and part of Biafra Igbo nation. My Igbo people now suggest that they are better off with only Igbo-speaking Biafra, since the South don't want and are insulting them. And this is the game of the day. This is the current situation that we are in now. There is how you will drag somebody, and when you notice that person you are dragging is pulling you down and about to kill you, you leave that person. I am telling you this categorically because the end of all these things may result that people will come out and say, Mazen Namdekanu, I want you to leave the issue of these people that did not acknowledge themselves as Biafrans and let us move forward. If that time is coming, write it somewhere. Write it somewhere. There is nothing that you have in your so-called Niger Delta that we don't have. We have oil in Ogwa. We have oil in Eboma. We have oil in Eda. We have oil in Ogu. We have oil in Obaru. We have oil in all these 5 states you are talking about. Then we have the oil that 90% of you people doesn't have. That is human brain. We are productive. We can create things. I am not here to insult anybody, but I am giving you a critical analysis of what you need to know. If you are from this place, the call Niger Delta, it is high time you begin to drop that nonsensical idea or ideology. I am talking to you right now to understand this. Now, this person wrote and said, I have been avoiding this topic because I witnessed the insult myself, but didn't expect the wisest tribe Igbo in Black continent to succumb to our South ignorance. This person, she witnessed the insult herself, and she doesn't want our people to buy to that idea of succumbing to what the people they call South are even saying by themselves. Now, let me show you the map once again. When you look at this map, look at this map. Look at it very, very well. I'm going to emboss it. I'm going to emboss it. I'm going to enlarge it a little bit so that you can understand what I'm about to say here. Look at the map. I want you to look at the map. Look at the map. Yes. Do you see the map? 1 minute. I want you to look at the map very, very well. Yes. When you look at this map here, right now, this is the complete bite of Biafra. This is Biafra territory. This is Biafra territory. And this Biafra territory is made up of Ebonyi, Cross River, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Enugu, Imo, Rivers, Anambra, Bayelsa, and Delta. Edo is part of Biafra, but they have carved it into Oduduwa Republic on this map. In other words, when the time comes, the people of Edo are going to vote if they will be part of Biafra or not. But currently, it is exposed that they are part of Biafra. Because right inside Edo, if you look at this map very well, you see this place that went into Biafra, into Delta State map. You notice that it's our people. That is from our people. This is our people that are called the Igbo in Edo State. And that is where the mother of Ubomodia, the former governor of Edo State, came from. The Igbo, currently known as Ibanke, they are calling them Ibanke now, but their real name is Igbo Akere. They are living there. Ubiaja is there. If you look at all these people I'm talking about now, you will understand that these people are Biafrans. Igodo is Biafra land. Idu land is Biafra land. So there is going to be a very critical analysis, and the people should look into the map of this particular Edo, which is a boundary between the Oduduwa and the Biafra, because people are going to decide where they want to stay. Then I want to bring you back. I want to bring it up to the middle. I want to bring something to you for you. I want you to look at this. Now, when you look at the middle, you see how the middle is standing on its own. Niger, FCT, Kogi, Nasarawa, Benue, Plateau, Taraba, Adamawa. These are the places that the Boko Haram and the banditry are killing people, destroying people, trying to take over their land. And look at Bonu. Bonu is already gone. Bonu is already gone. Yobe is already gone. Look at it. You are seeing the map. You are seeing the map. See, southern Kaduna, if you look at Kaduna, the southern part of Kaduna, which are Christian, they are dealing with them mercilessly. They are dealing with them mercilessly. When you are looking at this map, you understand what I'm talking about. They are dealing with them mercilessly because they know that these are Christians. And what are you doing? You are fighting for your Niger Delta that have never fetched you anything. You are fighting for a Niger Delta that have been killing you. You are fighting for a Niger Delta that have destroyed your ecosystem. You are fighting for Niger Delta that have never given you a drinking water. It have never given you a good school. It have never given you a steady power supply. Let me show you your Niger Delta. Watch your Niger Delta. The picture you see now is your Niger Delta. That you are crying, we are Niger Delta, we are South, we are South. We don't want the Biafra. We are not part of them. You have seen it yourself. Because the enemies are planning, working seriously to take over your land. Don't forget that they say they are going to dip the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. They are going to dip the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. And where is the Atlantic Ocean located? In the south. It's not in the north. Now, moving forward, because I want to finish what this our sister wrote. She is advising that our brothers, the most intelligent people of black nation on this planet Earth, are the Igbos. Take it or leave it. I'm not boasting about it. If you want, I will give you 50 Igbo great men that is recognized worldwide that are of #1 position in every of their career. I will show it to you. I am not saying it because I'm Igbo. I'm saying it because it is truth. The great scientist on this planet Earth is an Igbo man, Philip Emeagwali. Out of the 9 top scientists, 9. Out of the 9 top scientists on this planet Earth, out of 9, Igbo man is #1 from Onitsha. The first abolitionist on this planet Earth is an Igbo man. Olaudi Ukwu-Ano. You can Google Olaudi Ukwu-Ano, the first abolitionist, the man that stood up and said, slavery is evil. We will not continue to be enslaved. He fought in the British Kingdom and brought and 10 years after his death, he was slavery was abolished. 8 years or 10 years, between 8 years and 10 years after this man died, but he fought for it. The first black civil servant in the whole United Kingdom as a nation was an Igbo man, the same Olaudi Ukwu-Ano. A man that says, it is enough, I cannot be bought as a slave, live as a slave, and die as a slave. He paid back his original money, which the master bought him, 40 pounds. As at 15th century, I'm talking about here, as at 16th century. You don't know. This man was sold and he grew up knowing that where he came from, we don't keep anybody in hostage, we don't enslave anybody. We don't. He found out that he was bought and he said, I am going to pay you back. The master said, okay, pay me back and have your freedom. He paid back the money and he became a free man and began to fight for me and you. He began to fight for the whole world. He began to fight for all the slavery going on in the whole world. And he fought. And after he died, 10 years after his death, that which he fought for was granted. Olaudi Ukwu-Ano is an Igbo man. Do you know about Chikobi? The greatest mathematician in the whole Africa. You know about Chikobi? The greatest mathematician in this whole Africa is an Igbo man, Chikobi. I want you to Google him and check him out. The greatest novelist on this planet Earth, if you count 1, 2, if you don't count him in the whole world, is an Igbo man, Chinua Achebe. Only one of his novel, Things Fall Apart, is translated into over 200 and the subtraction languages in the world. Things Fall Apart. A man that lived as a great man and maintained his honor. A man whom 50 Cent wanted to pay. He wanted to pay him $10 million to act a movie with the name of his novel, Things Fall Apart. He said, no, I am not interested in your $10 million. He's an Igbo man. This is a man that acknowledged the title, or should I say the acronym of Ezeafakego. He's an Igbo man. You don't know. When I tell you that in everything that we do, we take first position. We explore because God bless us. That is who we are. Because when I tell you that Igbo people are the Muslim, some people will say, hey, stop talking rubbish. Who will tell you that? I'm giving you example. You can counter me. You can counter me. If you have your facts and figures, come up and counter me. The first man from this contraption they call Nigeria that won a medal in Olympic is an Igbo man, Emmanuel Ifeajuna. During the time of my primary school, there are some booklet that there is Olympic. They draw Olympic, and the man was jumping. That man is known as Emmanuel Ifeajuna. In this same Nigeria, the greatest boxer that we have ever had, the Tiger. Go and check him, the Tiger. From this same Nigeria, the first black man that exported palm oil to the European countries is an Igbo man, King Jaja of Opobo, from Amiibo. The first black man that exported palm oil from this side of the world to international land is an Igbo man, King Jaja of Opobo. It's an Igbo man. Are you with me? The first female medalist in this country, you and I are being fraudulently put together, is an Igbo man, Chioma Ajunwa. Go and check. Does the Hausa women do sports? Do they play football? Do they jump? Do they run? Check it very, very well. They don't. But they are benefiting from those who are doing this to bring money to the country. Because when Chuma Ajunwa won Olympic medal, money and prize came back with it from Olympic. Are you with me? The first golden boot medalist in sports is an Igbo man, Kanu Nwankwo. He won golden boot in Olympic. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I move out of there, the first black woman that is holding the post of international world trade is an Igbo woman, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. The former group director of World Bank is an Igbo woman. Hello? Is somebody listening to me? So I want to know what these people are thinking about us. I want to understand what they are thinking about us. I am on a live program right now. Sorry for that interruption. You sent a very important call that I need to answer. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know about the man called Eninjoko? Gogo Eninjoko, I know who he is. Gogo Eninjoko, Dora Akuyiri. These are the first governor, the first female governor in this contraption. They put all of us together. It's an Igbo woman. Etiaba. Go and check. The number one millionaire, the first millionaire, African billionaire, is an Igbo man, Sir Louis Ojukwu. The first head of state, military head of state, is an Igbo man. The first military head of state of Nigeria is an Igbo man. Thomas Omonakwe Aguiyi. Do you know that? His own general was not given to him by all these Charge and Bell generals. No. All these career generals. No. It was given to him by the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II herself. Her Britannical Majesty is the one that gave him that general because he was fighting in Burma. Are you with me? Let me tell you people something that you need to know about Igbos. Why I'm trying to explain this and throw more light to it is because those of our brothers from the riverine area that are rejecting to be part and parcel of this movement, what can you bring to the table if not the only oil you think you have that you say is because of our oil? We have oil in large quantity. Then we have human resources in large quantity that you don't have. Let me say the truth no matter how it is. Let me say the truth no matter how bitter it is. And somebody is reminding me that the first female pilot is Miss Chinyere. It's an Igbo woman too. So many of this. The greatest engineer on this planet Earth from this black race are Igbo people. The first indigenous car made was made by an Igbo man. Ezekiel Izuogo, the first indigenous car made, black man, built it, the prototype, built everything from tire to the roof. It's an Igbo man. The world knows the potential of an Igbo man. That is why it pains me when I see our people being massacred, being killed, because a life of one Igbo man is worth 1,500 of Fulani people. They are trying to annihilate us on this planet Earth, but it's not going to be possible. Let me continue with this epistle of our sister who put this beautiful epistle together. Let me continue. Then this our sister, she went ahead and said, "It is more painful to me because those who divide us into southeast and south-south sold the destructive idea to us and made us feel that we are stronger divided than one eastern region. We are stronger divided than one. Eastern region did not divide themselves. They believe and hold on to one and the indivisible north. It pains me most when I see them being the ones to suggest to me that I am not a Biafran because I am from Akwa Ibom state, where I have never for once told them who are Arewas and who aren't Arewas." Do you hear what our sister is saying? This our sister is from Akwa Ibom. The person writing this epistle is from Akwa Ibom. Are you listening? The old Eastern region was an umbrella that unites all of us together, and that is the Biafra nation. We were together as one people. Who divided us into south and southeast? The same Arewa people. They are the people that divided us, but they are still holding on to one north. You can just imagine how we keep showing you this map. You can just imagine how stupid some people are, believing in this south and the southeast, believing in this Niger Delta nonsense. Now look at it. Look at the landmass. Look at the landmass. I know you are looking at it. This green is the real core north, the north themselves. Then this white color is the middle belt that did not march together with themselves and never want to break it. They never want to break with this white. You see this white that is in the middle? This is the middle belt. They are not among the north, but they march them together. They never want to break away with them. They never want to have anything that will bring division among them. They never wanted it. But they came here. They knew they cannot do anything to the west. The Yorubas refuse. The Yorubas refuse vehemently to be divided into two. Why didn't they create southwest, west north and west north and west in Yoruba land? Why? They did not do that. Then they came down here because they are looking for the sea to land. They came down here. They now cut it off from this Edo, go down, come to Delta, come to Bayelsa, come to Rivers, Akwa Ibom, cross river, and call it south. In other words, thinking that they are going to strangulate us and put us in a tiny enclave. And the people from this place that they have divided to this extent accepted. Is it? No be juju be that. No be juju be that. According to the pig in the creek. It's not juju. Look at how small it is. They came and they divided again. And you are you say you are from south. They divided us again and again, and we're becoming more smaller so that they can eat all of us up. The geographical map of the contraption they put together says that they have 72.5%. Okay, let's say 72% of the land mass. Out of this 72% of this land, the South, which comprises of the Yorubas and the Biafrans, is only but how many? 28%. And when you divide this 28% into two, let it be 14%, 14%. In that year, 14%, they came and they break it into two again, making it 7%. But they are holding on to their 72%. They are holding on onto their 72% of the corners. And you are listening to them. And you don't know their plan. That once they have cut us all these small fragments, they will be able to, take us up and finish everybody. That is their plan. And that is why they are not seeing Boko Haram in the north as a challenge. They are not seeing banditry, that is killing and sending people out of their villages, as a challenge. They are not seeing them as a threat at all. The only person they are seeing as a threat in Nigeria today is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is educating each and every one of us, who is telling us the historical facts and figures, the connection we have, everything that unites us together, and how they want to emasculate us, how they want to divide us into small pieces and finish all of us. That is their biggest challenge. I don't know if you're listening to me. If you are listening to me, please let me know that you are hearing me on the comment section, because when I'm talking and I'm not hearing somebody maybe saying what you say is true or law or not, if you have an opposite objection, you can go ahead and type it so that I will know that what I'm saying, that people are actually listening. I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to people here. And you have to be interactive. So this, my sister that is from Akwa Ibom, is letting the world to know that they have come to they have come to divide all of us. And do you know the worst? That they are reminding her that you are not Igbo. But she, in her own side, is not reminding them that you are Arewa or you are not Arewa, because the middle belt is not part of them. The middle belt are on their own. Then they came and matched them together so that they will be more stronger. Don't forget that the war that was fought against us, the highest number of the soldiers, the most gallant soldiers they used to fight us during the war, was the middle belt. You don't know? If you don't know, I am telling you today. The most gallant soldier that Nigeria had that fought against Biafra were from the middle belt. That is why there's a letter that was sent to us from the Middle Belt Forum, Elders Forum. That letter says they are sorry for participating in the killing of our people during the war, because all the things that they did to us, they are receiving it now double folds. Do you know how many thousand people that have been killed in the Middle Belt? These are the people that fought together with the Nigeria government to keep Nigeria together. This is where T.Y. Danjuma came from. This is where Paul Unongo came from. I think Vasa is also from Middle Belt. And so many of them. You join them to fight to divide and kill us. Now they are, you think you are together. Now they have killing you people. And they sent a letter to IPOB and say, we are sorry that such a thing cannot happen again. And the people whom we are living with, we share borders with, we share common value system with, they are even answering our names because we are one people. Chibika Amechi, Chibike Amechi, Nyesom Eze Nwamuike, Peter Odelichukwuma, good luck Nnamdi, good luck Azikiwe. Are you people listening? These are the people that are from our region. These are the people from our region. We are one people. We intermarried together. We have never fought each other. We have never lived with war. We are one family, one big and happy family. And they came to divide us by calling you, they are calling you South, and these people Southeast. Ebele Jonathan, thank you very much. Edith Nyoma Okonkwo. Ebele Jonathan. And in that place they call you South is where you have Obibo, the heart of Igbo land. In that place they call you South is where you have Umu Ola, Umu Okuta, Umu Adolu, Umu Igbo, Pikonu. Can you people know Can you people acknowledge the fact that these people have a very common style to destabilize and take all of us by sudden? Yes, Ben Jaffe, I can hear you. I can see you are typing. All of you. Yakub Gowon is also from the Middle Belt. Moji is now Woji. Oji is now Woji. Let me shock you people. Do you know that Ken is not Kenneth? Ken Saro Mwiwa is not Kenneth Mwiwa. No, his name wasn't Kenneth. It was Kaenule Mwiwa. That is the name. His real name is Kaenule Mwiwa, not Kenneth, because some people will think that it's Kenneth Mwiwa. No, it is Kaenule. That name, does it sound Hausa? Does it sound Fulani? Or does it sound Igbo? Kaenule Mwiwa fought against Biafrans. Mwiwa led troops that came from Port Harcourt into Owerri before the falling of Owerri. He fought alongside with Abacha. He fought alongside with IBB. He fought alongside with Obasanjo to bring Biafra down. Ken Saro-Wiwa, the people that listened to the division of them and their brothers, they agreed, they accepted everything they have said, and he became a very good friend with Abacha. After reading this epistle, I think I have another one to read to you. Even if I didn't receive any, if I don't receive any call today, I don't care, because I'm going to educate some of you that are from that part of the world that is called Niger Delta. Nonsense. Now, I want to finish this epistle from this my sister before I will go into another segment, because this program is meant for those people that are from for our people that are asking for us to leave them, and for those of them that say they don't want to go with us. This program is for both of you. Now, this our sister said, it pains me most when I see them being the ones suggesting to me that I am not a Biafran because I am from Akwa Ibom state, whereas I have never for once told them who are Arewas and who aren't Arewas. Do you see that? They are suggesting for her, telling her that you are from Akwa Ibom, you are not Igbo, you are not Biafra. It is the work of the Fulanis to educate our people here, to let our people know that they are not Igbos, they are not a Biafra. But we are not telling them who is Arewa and who is not Arewa. The Middle Belt are not Arewa. For your information, the Arewas are that 12 states that have created their so-called Sharia law. Are you with me? Now, let me fast forward so that I can conclude. Igbos are like umbrella to us. This is our sister from this part of the world. Our sister from Akwa Ibom is saying that Igbos are like umbrella to us. If you go to President Darlington Facebook wall, go there, you will see this particular article I'm reading right now. This epistle is a heart-touching, is a bomb. She acknowledged the fact that Igbos are like the umbrella, and that is why they are fighting us. That is why they are in Owerri now. That is why they are in Imo State now, killing all the young men. We are like the umbrella to every part of Biafra land. He said, imagine us in Nigeria without the Igbos. This is our sister from Akwa Ibom writing this. Imagine us. When she said us, she's talking about the people that they carve out and call Niger Delta and call South. He said, imagine us in Nigeria without Igbos. We will be subdued and conquered without firing a shot. Igbos are taking the bullet for themselves and for us all. Oh my God. Oh, God will bless this girl this woman that wrote this epistle. God will bless her. We are taking the bullet. We are taking the bullet for them, for all and sundry. We are taking the bullets. Ikonso died Not because he was only fighting for Igbo. He was also fighting for Biafra, that is going to give the people from Awaibom, people from Cross River, people from Rivers, people from Igodomigodo, people from Delta, and people from Bayelsa and Rivers, to give them freedom. That is why he was killed. Men are falling day in, day out. Kidnapping of our young men are going on in Imo State, in Anambra State, in Enugu State. Every part of the core 5 states that they call Igbo, which is the umbrella that is sheltering and carrying every other person together, they are killing them. So this lady acknowledged this fact that we are like umbrella, shielding them and carrying them along. And she made a very interesting comment here. He said that if not for the Igbos, that that these people would have taken on them and subdued them without firing a shot. You will not hear a gunshot and they are gone. And do you know how they're going to do that? As they are buying all the people from the so-called coastal region, so-called Niger Delta, so-called South, paying them money. And these people are now stepping down a little bit to the people who can do garagara, who can do one or two things, settling them, sending them to abroad, say, don't talk, go and sit down. Then the general populace of the people from this region are in great danger. So to sell them is very simple and very easy. But we, the Igbo-speaking part of this Biafra nation, you cannot buy all of us. Mazenan can have proven that you cannot buy him. I have proven that myself, you cannot buy me. You also have proven that they cannot buy you. Also, that is why anybody that they cannot buy, they go after you to kill you. They go after you because they think they cannot buy you. Just as Gowon said, that if he had known that Igbo love money, that what he should have done during the war was to use money to buy all the people, and they will do the job for them. But today the case is different, because there are men who said, no, you cannot buy me. People like Don Prince, who came out and said that Joe Ibukwe actually priced me to pay me 5 million for me to sing a song against Biafra and in support of one Nigeria. He said, no, I can't take it. He increased it to 10 million. He said, no, I can't take it. He said, no, I'm not interested. You cannot buy me to sing a song against my own people, because I am a Biafran. Now, let me conclude this epistle, because this lady, her epistle touched my heart seriously, especially towards this end, where she is hitting very seriously on the need for the people that call themselves Niger Delta to listen and key into the system and stop all these their governors and all these their political idiots that have never bettered their life. They have been ruling you since 1999. You don't have water in your communities. Where you shit is where you take water to eat. Where you shit is where you bath. That is the same place that you take water to wash your clothes. The same. You don't have good roads. You don't have water. You don't have hospital. Common bridge. There's no bridge in Otuoke. All the years that Goodluck Jonathan was the president, because he was trying to satisfy the North, building bridges for them, feeding their children, creating Aramajiri school, building university for them. But in your own community, no common bridge to cross your community to the next community. This is to tell you what they have done to us. Now, let me fast forward to finish this particular episode. And this lady said, in the history of freedom fighting, some slaves willingly accept freedom, while some are begged to accept freedom. So begging, convincing us to accept freedom is better than giving the enemies reason to rejoice by leaving us behind. We all need each other. We are stronger together. May this tsunami never settle until the beautiful nation of Biafra is bettered. God bless the United States of Biafra, USB. The author of this particular epistle, if you come across this program, please, I want you to inbox me on the number that we have here or on Facebook. I want to speak to you. You are indeed a seer. You are indeed an intelligent sister of mine. You are indeed a Biafran, and you acknowledge the truth, and people like you cannot be toyed with. I love you so much, my dear sister. I would like to host a program with the author of this program of this epistle. You see how she summed everything up by letting us know that in the history of freedom fighting, there are people that willingly want to be free. Why there are people that are begged? I beg, come. She said she is not suggesting and begging us also indirectly, saying, please, it's better you beg us to follow you than to leave us to die behind, because we are one people. I'm sure that all of you know that Philip Effiong is from the same Akwa Ibom where this woman that wrote this epistle from. Ojukwu did not beg Effiong to join him. Effiong joined him because it is necessary. It is very important that he should join him to fight for our own nation. Because Akwa Ibom means Ibonda. Akwa Ibom means Obeli Igbo. And this lady have made it clear here that the world may understand what is happening. And how this lady explained it is very, very powerful. So when they tell you are from Niger Delta, you are from South, you are from South, tell them that they shouldn't tell you who you are and where you come from. You have every reason to accept who you are or to acknowledge who you are. Nobody should tell you where you come from, because when it comes to them, they say the North. And that North, they match themselves together, they attach and match themselves together with the Middle Belt and count themselves up to 19 states. Because they know that as Middle Belt have demarcated themselves now and say, we are not one. If you want to see the picture, I am going to show you right now. I'm going to show you how it is being divided. And there are the people that divided it by themselves, by the virtue of that which they called Sharia law. Look at it here. This is how Nigeria is divided right now. Do you see it? When you are looking at this map, this is exactly how Nigeria is divided. It divided itself right now. And do you know that the people on top, the owner of this whole land on top, are the Hausas, not the Fulanis. But the Fulani came and took over all those places you see on the green color. Do you see? They came and they took over all these places, and they put all their emirs there, and they are still coming down. They are still coming down. They have taken some, even they have put some of their emirs in some of these places. Some of these places in the Middle Belt. They have put their emirs, and they even extended up to Kwara State. They went to Kwara State. They killed the Oba of Kwara State, and they put their emir there. They used Afonja, who is a Yoruba man, to kill the Oba of that Yoruba, and they put their own distance there. These are the historical facts that so many of us do not know, but you must know it. And I'm going to show you why you, as a person from the so-called Niger Delta or South, should throw away every of your jealousy, every of your anger, every of your stupidity, and key into this system by the epistle that I'm about to read for you right now. There is another epistle that I'm going to give to you right now, and I want you to listen to it, because I know at the end of this program, you will have something to take home. If you are from the place they call Niger Delta, there's nothing like Niger Delta. Forget that Azik Adakaboro started the liberation of the Ogoni people. Mosop, mobilization of Ogoni people, whatever. He started it. Yes, but it did not work. They subdued him, reintegrated him into the Nigerian army, gave him position, convinced Serowiwa, and gave Serowiwa position too. He fought with them. After the war, they give him some positions, and he relaxed as if he have a good friend. And guess what? Who killed Isaac Adakaboro? The same Fulani. Harry Marshall was playing in their tone. He was dancing to their tone. Who killed Harry Marshall? The same Fulani. Ken Sarowiwa was fighting for the cleaning of Ogoni land. So Sarowiwa was not fighting to create a country. Try to understand me. He was not fighting to create a country. He was an environmentalist. He was fighting for the clean up of Ogoni land, for Ogoni land to be inhabitable for the people that inhabit that land. Because of the oil pillage, because of the destruction of their land, because of the pollution of the air and everything, he was fighting and saying, you have to at least let the people that have this oil to benefit from it. You have to do the normal things you need to do for this land for it to be inhabited by the people that are living here. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is the only crime that Ken Soro-Wiwa committed. Are you listening to me? And his best friend, some of you do not know that Soro-Wiwa, Kenule Soro-Wiwa, was a best friend to Abacha, who was the then president of Nigeria then, the military head of state of Nigeria. Or this epistle narrates everything that you need to know. And I want you to give me a listening ear, because I'm going to break it down. I do not want any call for now, please. All the callers should wait. What I'm doing now is more interested and more meaningful than calls. After I am done with my analysis, then when I announce that the line is open, you can call. But for now, please listen and pay attention. Listen and listen good. Now, this epistle is going to sum up and cement what I have explained to you in the past episode that I read. But it is meant for those people that have common sense of reasoning. If you don't have common sense of reasoning, out of your jealousy, out of your pride, you will not listen. You may listen, but you may not concur. And if you know anybody that is from the place they call Niger Delta, be it Edo, be it Delta, be it Bayelsa, be it Rivers, be it Cross River and Akwa Ibom, send this program to them, share it to them, inbox it to them. Let Inye Somuike listen to this. Let Inye Somuike listen to this. Let Ifan Yokowa listen to this. All of them, Ayade, all of them must listen to this. Because as they hot, and so they bring them. And my name remains Mazi Obeleze Chukwu became Ago Biafra 1. Now, Ken Saro-Wiwa could not believe what happened to him. Yes, he couldn't believe what happened to him. I want you, why I want you to keep listening and following up with the situation here is because some of you do not understand the reason why we are saying what we are saying, and the reason why we are making the world, we are bringing it to the knowledge of the world, what is happening to us and how they are killing us and how they have used their systematic payroll to take a lot of people who are supposed to come out and speak. They bought them over and they somersaulted everything. Now listen to this epistle. Ken Saro-Wiwa could not believe what happened to him. Lesson: do not sabotage your own people effort towards their liberation. The lesson is that do not sabotage your own people's effort towards the liberation of everybody. Because of the small thing you can get, you want to sabotage. And this message, I want all of you that have the contact or are friends with the one you called Asari Tokumbo, send this to him. Let him listen, because he's only shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra in his mouth. Down there in his heart, he have no strategy. He is only being envious of Mazen Kano's progress. Very, very envious of his progress. Now listen. He never believed that Abacha would confirm his death sentence. Do you know why? Because he was a very good friend of Abacha. Saro-Wiwa was a very good friend of Abacha. He fought alongside with Abacha to bring Owerri down against his own people. He is one of the frontliners that keep telling our own people from the riverine area that Igbo people are domineering, Igbo people are coming to kill you, Igbo people are doing this, Igbo people are doing that. They formed a soldier that they took Biafra uniform, give to those part of soldiers that came to their land, begin to rape their women and begin to shoot some of them. This is what the Fulani did. And they don't believe that it is Biafra people that are killing them. And that is why they tag the properties of Biafrans in River State as an abandoned property. That is why they tag it abandoned property, because they say they rape our women, they kill our brothers, they kill our fathers. It is the Nigerian soldier that used Biafra uniform to kill them. And Sarah Obuwa was one of them that fought against his own people. Now I want you to listen to this. From Oputa panel revelation, on the day of his execution, unable to face his fate with fortitude because he believed that his sentence would be commuted. There's a revolution at Oputa panel. Some of you may not be privileged to listen to that Oputa panel. I listened to it, I followed it from one to the end. Chukwudi Oputa, the father of Charlie Boy, the late Chukwudi Oputa, the father of Charlie Boy, he set up Oputa panel. He was a former Chief Justice of Federation of the contraption they called Nigeria. And there was a revelation that shocked everybody on that platform. Now, I want you to listen to this. He never believed that his execution was going to be truth. He was believing it is not truth. He was believing that the government is going to call it off, since the person in power is his best friend, being Abacha. Then listen, he says, when they came for him, he kept on asking if Abacha was aware. When they came to take him for execution, he kept asking, is Abacha aware? And Abacha was the head of state of Nigeria then. That is to tell you that no matter how Fulani man love you, no matter how far you think you are rubbing mind with them, when they want your head, they take it, because you are not same with them. They might have make use of you, finish. Now listen, he said he resisted being led to the execution point, kept on protesting for time as he expected reprieve would come at the 11th hour. You know, when you don't believe that something will happen to you and you are looking at your death, and you believe that the only person that can save you, being the president is still there, you are expecting that president to make a call to say, no, don't kill that man, he's my friend, don't kill him for one reason or the other. He was expecting. He was even doing gara. No, I'm not going. I'm not going. Is Abacha aware? Let Abacha know. Listen, this is a revelation. Something that they said on Oputa panel. I am not forming what I'm telling you now. This is what somebody said on Oputa panel, and it is on television. It was recorded how he was sentenced and how he was killed. And this particular epistle is explaining it to all of you from the Riverine area, people like Inyeso Mwike, who are busy killing our people in support of the Fulani hegemony, thinking that they are going to support them or they are going to back them. When the time comes, they will be the same people that will kill you. Now, listen, let me continue. He says, to calm him, he was shown the execution order signed by Abacha, because he was asking, is Abacha aware? They now show him the execution order, which was signed by Abacha himself. But he frantically denounced it as fake, demanding audience with Abacha immediately. He wanted Abacha to speak. He wanted to speak to Abacha immediately, because he never believed that the same man that he ate with, the same man he played polo with in Botakot, the same man he lived with in the same abandoned property they took from our people, is the man who have now signed his death warrant. The officer commanding the squad, a junior officer, told him the only report his superior would listen to would be report of his death and nothing else. The person who was commanding him, who was leading him to where they are going to execute him, was explaining to him that the only order, the only news that Abacha would like to hear is this, that they are killed already. Don't forget that Ken Soro-Wiwa committed no crime against Nigeria. I will never speak ill of the dead man. He fought gallantly for his people, but he failed to start it from beginning. He started fighting with them. He killed his own people to unite, to make one Nigeria. At the end of the day, when he was about to be killed, nobody from that one Nigeria he fought for saved him. Listen, I will continue. So they told him the only news that Abacha want to hear now is that you are killed. We were reverted to telling his killer how close he was to Abacha. Oh, my brother, do you know that Abacha happened to be my very good friend? We are together. I love him. He loves me. We eat together. We dine together. We club together. Listen, this is what we was telling the people that wanted to execute him. He told them, he said, the afternoon they spent together playing tennis at 2nd Artillery Brigade in Port Harcourt in the 70s. The nice evening they used to have. During the Ogoni protest, he had expected Abacha to have called him based on old time and asked him the least Ogoni would have accepted. This is at the point of death, when the execution order had been signed against him by his so-called Abacha friend. He is now reminding the people that want to kill him how he was good with Abacha, going to in artillery, how they are clubbing, how they're playing tennis, how they're enjoying together. He was telling them, but who are you talking to? Your death has been signed by the people that want you to die because of the oil in your land. Listen, we were pleaded for his life to be spared. His plea fell on deaf ear. Late. Who is he begging? It is already late. He pleaded and pleaded and pleaded and pleaded he should be spared. No way. Because Abacha have signed. The Fulani man does not forgive. Don't forget that what do you call him? El-Rufai said it. They don't forget that they don't forgive. Then he shouted, "Oh God," he screamed, "let my plea work." His eyes were greasing with welling tears. He was crying. His so-called Niger Delta he was fighting for no come for him. His Ogoni people did not come for him. There was nobody that can come for him because the order have come from the presidency. The president has spoken and signed that you must be killed. So nobody is as powerful in Ogoni land to come and save him. This happened before our all eyes. And it was a testimony given at Oputa panel. I am not making it up. It is out there. You can go and watch. And he shouted and said, "Oh God," he screamed, "let my plea work." Who are you pleading to? You are pleading to somebody that never loves you. You are pleading to someone who never wanted you alive. You are pleading to someone who only needed your oil. You are pleading to someone who have used you to kill your people and conquer your people. And now it is your turn to die. And you are pleading to such person. And his eyes were greasy with welling tears. He was crying and nobody was listening. This message is going to Nyesomuike. This message is going to Asari Dokobo. It's going to all the people from the referendum area that they are paying shishi, 1 naira, 2 naira, to fight against Nnamdi Kanu, to fight against IPOB, to fight against Biafra, to support, to make Nigeria to continue to stay together. When they come for you, nobody will save you. Listen. Why should today be the last day on earth? What crime did he commit? What he asked for his people to have a share of the wealth that comes from their land. Don't forget that he formally said, Saromuiwa formally said, that Abacha would have asked him during the Ogoni protest, what do they want? At least for them to give them their own court. He was not fighting for a separate nation. No. He was only fighting for his own people to get a court from the national cake that is coming from their own land, and for their land to be for the environment of their land to be sanitized, for it to be cleaned up, and for the people to get an equal share from their land. That is what he was asking. Now, I want you to listen. The land that no longer supports farming or fishing. This is the word of this man. The land that was not longer support farming or fishing. Oh God. This is so touching. This is so touching. This is so touching. Because of oil spillage. Because of oil spillage, the land was no longer support fishing or farming. The land of Ken Soro-Wiwa was no longer support oil. It was no longer support fishing or farming because of oil spillage in that land. And Soro-Wiwa did not remember that if the enemy take over your land, they will useless it the way they want. When he was busy fighting against Biafra, when he was busy fighting against his own people. Now listen, he mistook the officer dark reflections for contemplation of pity. He mistook the officer's dark reflection for contemplation of pity. While he was talking to this officer, while he was pleading, the officer changed his face. He thought that this man, maybe he was, being emotional, feeling so much emotional, feeling pity for him, or maybe there's going to be a way out of this situation because he is already looking at his death. He never knew that Fulani never forgave. Once they come for you, they say they want to kill you, they must make sure they kill you. That is what happened to him. Any independent observer would conclude that Sarah Wiwa deserved pity and more. At that point in time, any independent observer would conclude that Sarah Wiwa deserved pity and more. He had worked for it. His effort during the Civil War shortened the duration and saved thousands of Nigerian soldiers' lives. Are you listening? Are you listening? That what Sarah Wiwa did during the war, his effort, his contribution in support of the people that are now about to kill him, helped to shorten the war and save thousands of Nigerian soldiers' lives. Hello, Niger Delta. Hello, Ijo. Hello, Urubo. Are you people listening? Those that believe in South-South, this message is going to you. I want to read it again because that particular paragraph is very, very any independent observer would conclude that Sarah Wiwa deserved pity and more. He had worked for it. His effort during the Civil War shortened the duration and saved thousands of Nigerian soldiers' lives. You see why the Biafran block Omenelu and the Isiokpo as it through Elele Junction. Excuse me. Listen, you see why the Biafran blocked Omenelu and Isiokpo as it through Elele Junction. Sarah Wiwa was able to organize guides who guided the Nigerian soldier to infiltrate through Eche, Atulu, link up to Ihiagwa and Nekede, connect Obosima, and cut off the Biafra soldiers who had successfully blocked the 3rd Marine Commandos advance led to Black Scorpion. What you are hearing from this platform this afternoon is a message and a testimony that comes from Oputa panel. What actually happened during the war, the contribution of Ken Sarah Wiwa, what he did, and at the point of his death, the people that wanted to kill him, whom he have saved, who he have worked for, couldn't save him in return. And he said his contribution helped to shorten the war duration and save lives of the Nigerian military. And you see what this particular place explained now says that when the military, when the Biafran soldiers blocked Omenelu and Isiokpo as it through Elele Junction, Sarah Wiwa was able to lead and organize the guards that Nigerian soldiers to infiltrate through Eche. He took them and passed through Eche, Alulu, link up to Ihiagwa and the Nekede, connect Obosema, and cut off. He now cut off his own people who are fighting to defend their land, the Biafra soldiers, who had successfully blocked the 3rd Marine Commandos, advanced, led by Black Scorpion. Our soldiers fought the world powers, they fought the enemies within. That is why in this struggle, the biggest enemy we have in this struggle today are the enemies within. Those people who are calling Mazen and Kano our leader, those people who are close to this great man, those people who are eating and dining with him, but behind him, they are doing all manner of evil to bring him down. Let me continue. Wiwa was rewarded with appointment as the civil administrator of the party, of the port city of Bonny, not party. Wiwa was rewarded with appointment as the civilian administrator of the port city of Bonny. After all his job now against his own people, he was rewarded. Yes, they made him the civilian administrator of Port of Bonny, and it was really this bit of history that was the bone of contention. This part of history is the real bone of the contention about Sarah Wiwa. that all of you should understand. I pity him. I pitied him. The reason why I pity him is because he was now fighting for the same cause, which would have settled all the whole problem he is now going to do. But he refused to understand, and he was fighting for the people. Now, let me continue. He's rightly or wrongly believed he had equal stake in the territory called Nigeria, having staked his life and helped in defeating those who were neighbors to him. Are you getting that point? He is rightly or wrongly believed that he had equal stake in the territory called Nigeria, having staked his life and helped in defeating those who were his neighbors. Are you with me? He was thinking, whether rightly or wrongly, that he has an equal stake in the country called Nigeria. Yes, that he has equal stake because he has staked his life at the detriment of his own people. Now, bringing the enemies, helping the enemies because he believes he has equal rights with them in the same country. And he's now believing that they are equal. He forgot about Minority Commission. He forgot about the Fulani's tendencies over the people that they hate. He helped them to defeat his own people, his own neighbors, his own brothers and sisters. He helped the enemies to defeat them. But this point in time that he's about to be killed, nobody was there to save him. So the share of oil, the share of spoil of war, listen, the share of spoil of war, which oil was the paramount spoil, should be extended to his people. Because without their effort, it would have been impossible to subdue Biafrans in the battlefield. Are you listening to this? Listen to me, if not because of his effort, the effort of this same Sarawiwa that is now at the point of death, they wouldn't have subdued us, because it was when Owerri failed. It was exactly when Owerri failed that Ojukwu was advised and begged to leave the country before he now hand over to Effiong. Yes. And who helped them to come into Owerri? Sarawiwa. I know that I am offending a lot of people by bringing this topic up today, but I don't care, because I want it to be recorded in the history that at a time like this, that Mazi Opeleze Chukwubi came up to explain to our people, what happened to their fathers, how their fathers supported in fighting a cause that should have saved each and every one of them, and later got killed by the same people they were fighting for, the same people they were supporting. That is it. Now, he was believing that after the war that they are supposed to get at least a share of oil or whatever that is coming out of the land, because they fought for it. They supported for one Nigeria. And he was given a civilian administrator of Boni Kingdom. And what happened later? Now, let me continue. Remember that the 3rd Marine Commandos were eventually routed from Owerri just before the end of the war, wherein Black Scorpion, among the few to escape, had to escape dressed as a woman, for which he was caught, marshaled, and dishonorably discharged. Adekunle the Scorpion died a pauper, neglected by the federal side he fought for. Do you know that the Black Scorpion known as Adekunle died as a pauper? Yes. He fought and fought and fought. At the end of the day, he didn't die as a rich man. It is Danjuma who is enjoying, or Basanjo who is enjoying, what do you call him? Paul Unongo. These are the people that fought the war that are enjoying, and the one you call your president. These are the people enjoying. But the real people that fought in the front line, that brought the capital, because when they moved the capital of Biafra from Enugu to Umuahia, when Umuahia was getting too much intensified with the bombardment and what have you, they brought it to Owerri. Now, look at Owerri, look at Port Harcourt. Kensoro, we will help them to come into Owerri. And our gallant men also rooted them out towards the end of the war. That even Adekunle himself escaped as a woman. Do you people understand what I'm saying? This is the work of a saboteur. You are sabotaging your own people, and you think you are doing the right thing. When the time comes, you will pay dearly, and nobody will be there to support you. Let me continue. On the other hand, Wiwa's ex-swale partner in conquest, crime, believe they have more than adequately rewarded him by making him an administrator of the city of Bonny and also making him a commissioner in River State. They believe they have rewarded him by making him an administrator of Bonny and later making him a commissioner in River State. So he should keep off the oil, whether it was drilled from his village or not. Today's program is something different. It is something different because a lot is being exposed here. Now, these people that the Fulani that he fought for, that he supported, believe that they have compensated him already by making him a commissioner and also making him an administrator in Bonny after the war. But they don't care if the oil is coming from his village or not, that he should keep off. But little did he know that he doesn't have a share in the country he fought to put together. Now we're moving forward. Posterity would judge who was right between him and those Abacha represented. For me, as a scholar, this is coming from the person who wrote this, who put this thing together. I believe his requests or demands were in order. I will see there, they follow share. The child who pounded the pepper is entitled to a share. He followed to kill his people. He followed to fight to make Nigeria together. He followed to make Nigeria, the Biafra, to lose the war, his own people to lose the war. So he needed a share. And that share is what he was fighting for. And at the end of the day, the same people got him killed. I continue. Wiwa's fate has been decided the day he asked about the oil. Now Wiwa understood that the main reason why they convinced him to fight his own people was because of the oil. But when he was fighting, he never knew it was because of the oil. And this is going to serve as a lesson to all our people from that side of the world, where they call Riverine area, where they call South and what they call it again, South. Yes, our people should be made to understand that these people you are looking at doesn't love you. Look at the fate of Kensero Wiwa. For him to ask of the oil, that is the crime he committed. That is to say that the oil was the interest of the people that he fought with. Nothing more. Not to develop the land. Because after 1970 up to now, the land that was pillaged have not been cleaned up. Their water that have been destroyed, polluted, have never been, taken care of. There is no government-built water, tap-borne water in the whole region where the oil is coming from, where the oil has spoiled their own water, which they can use to eat and build and fish and help themselves. Are you getting the point? Since 1970, after the war ended, tell me one mega project that the federal government have given to the people, if not to call some elements, some criminals, and give them money and say it is for amnesty. Do you understand it? Let me tell you people something you need to know. God is not a partial God. God gave everybody an equal opportunity to excel and to fight for yourself when it is needed. God will not come from heaven to fight for you. It is you that will fight for yourself, because the Bible said that God help those who help themselves. Now, let me continue before I close this particular program. It says the recipient of the message were people from the oil producing communities. None would dare ask question about our oil after we was execution. The message was given to those people who are from this oil place, so that you shouldn't talk about your oil. That once you open your mouth and say your oil, you'll be killed. It doesn't matter if you help them to fight and keep Nigeria together. That is the message they use what to send to them. And that is why you see people like Asari Dokubo went into bunkering. They went into a pipeline breaking until they call him and say, okay, now we want to make it to be the chief guard of the pipeline. And they were paying him millions of dollars. During the time of what do you call him, of Yaradua and Goodluck Jonathan. Do you see how they silenced him? They silenced him during those period of time. He was not talking. As a matter of fact, he was voting for Goodluck, saying Goodluck must continue. When they were about when the Nigerian government were about to root Goodluck out of the system, Asari was shouting, "If anything happened, if Goodluck did not win, I'm going to bomb Abuja. I'm going to scatter Nigeria. I'm going to do this, fire to fire, bomb to bomb, scatter to scatter." All is here on top of his lips, just as he used to gossip, as he used to talk, make noise here and there. All in his lips, because he was looking for money. Actually, go. At the end of the day, Goodluck Jonathan was evicted from the office of presidency. It was eviction because they did not win him. Asari went silent. Asari, when Goodluck was there, Asari was gallivanting, running up and down here and there, doing his own thing, enjoying his life, buying buildings in Cotonou, buying in Cyprus, buying property all over the world, marrying so many wives, sending his children abroad. None of his children is suffering when Goodluck was there. Immediately, APC took over, led by Muhammad Buhari. The contract was terminated. Then Asari became poor again and hungry. Are you listening to me? He became hungry again. He began to scavenge on how to maintain a certain level that he have attained before. Because in life is stage by stage. If you have 1,000 naira today, you would like to have 10,000. If you have 10,000 naira today, you would like to have 100,000. If your money enter 100,000, you'll be aiming 200. If you get to 200, you'll be aiming 500. Once your money gets to 500,000, you say, I want to be a millionaire. If you get to 1 million, you'll be expecting to have another millions. You keep climbing. But any day you get to that height of having maybe like 10 million at a stage, something happened, and you come down to 3 or 4 million, you can do anything to get back to that position. That is what happened to this man. That is if you don't have sense of a proper sense of reasoning. That is what happened to him. And look at Kinsoro, what is a typical example of what is happening to the people from Riverine area. Now let me continue. At the point that Captain gave his order that he was lifted up, struggling and protesting till he was tied up and killed. When the question of the whereabouts of Wiwa's body was raised at the Oputa panel, one of the soldiers giving evidence reported that it was completely dissolved in acid. Hey! Do you listen to this? Do you just hear what I said? He struggled and struggled after pleading, after begging, after asking for Abacha intervention, knowing fully well that Abacha was his friend. He was killed. And when a question was asked in Oputa panel, what happened to his body? A soldier came to give testimony. People who were there when he was killed said that he was completely dissolved in acid. They poured acid on his body. He dissolved everything. All his carcass was dissolved. This is a prize that someone like him that have helped them to defeat the war got from them. Are you listening? Are you listening? At that point, nobody came to his rescue. They did not kill him and send his body to his people to bury him. They did not kill him to put him on the ground at this Mother Earth. Do you know that by the virtue of reincarnation, Ken Saro-Wiwa will not be reincarnated? Because his bone was crushed by acid. His flesh was crushed by acid. They melted him. He became water. The people that you supported, the people that you fought along with, the people that you helped to keep the so-called nation together. And because you are asking for the share of the oil and for them to clean up your land that they have messed up with, that is what happened. They used acid to dissolve, to completely dissolve his body, his carcass. This is an intelligent narrative, beautifully written, of what happened to King Saro-Wiwa. The people from the Riverine area, are you listening to me? Do you now understand the enormous of what you guys are doing, trying to separate yourself from the Igbo people who happen to be the umbrella that put all of us together, who are in the front line, who are giving their lives, dying for all of us to be liberated? The abduction of people in Owerri is not happening like that in Iguacha. It's not happening like that in Edo. It's not happening like that in Delta. It's not happening like that in Cross River. It's not happening like that in Akwa Ibom. But we, the Igbos, are the people who are being killed on daily basis, abducted on a daily basis. They named us. They are doing a whole lot against us, burning houses of our people. And I want to tell you that we are the people that are now fighting to liberate you. Why you are now saying we are not one? Do you understand that? Now let me come to the summary of the person that put this episode together. But I should add that Mr. Saro-Wiwa, like Adakaboro and many others, Niger Delta youth, would betray their new republic, had studied at secondary school and the university on Eastern Nigeria scholarship. These people, they went to school on Eastern Nigeria scholarship. It should also be noted that because of Saro-Wiwa betrayal, he was also rewarded with countless number of abandoned properties, including some previous belonging to Chief John Anyehie, late father of Barrister Nnamdi Anyehie, COS to Governor Uzodimma. Are you people listening? They went to school through Eastern region, or whatever, what they call it, scholarship. Yes, it happened. When Michael Oba was the premier of Old Eastern region, Ken Saro-Wiwa benefited. An Igbo man gave scholarship. He benefited and went to school for free. And Azikatakaburo and all of them. Are you listening? Now let me fast forward. Late Sani Abacha and the late Saro-Wiwa once lived together in one of the abandoned properties he had seized. This Abacha you see have lived with Saro-Wiwa. Ken Saro-Wiwa's son, Ken Jr., also died very young. He died suddenly in London on 18th October 2016, aged 47, after suffering a stroke. Finally, recall that before Saro-Wiwa's arrest, before his arrest, he had run to the same Enugu and the same Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu he had betrayed to ask for Igbo's intervention in his murder case. It was then that Ojukwu uttered that immortal word, Kokoroko, to the frightened Ogonima. Do you listen to this? Before his arrest, when he was fighting for Ogoni cleanup, he now went back. All of you that are fighting Mazen Kanu, that are fighting IPOB, that are calling us terrorists and all what have you, from that side of the world, you will later come back. And maybe by then it will be very, very late. finally recalled that before Sarowiwa's arrest, he had to run back to the same Enugu and the same Chukwuemeka Odumegwu he had betrayed to ask for Igbo intervention in his murder case. It was then that Ojukwu uttered the immortal word, Kokoroko, to the frightened Ogonima. Kokoroko means good morning. Kokoroko means good morning. Just like the roasters. The roaster used to wake everybody up in the morning. Once you hear Kokoroko, you know that it is morning. The meeting that Sarowiwa attended was at Hotel Presidential Enugu, built by Michael Opara, who had given Sarowiwa scholarship to study at Government College Umuahia, and also betrayed by Sarowiwa from Chinedu, Jidofo, Ubuago. The person that put this article together is Chinedu, Jidofo, Ubuago. Are you listening to me? This is the tale, the real story of Ken Sarowiwa, who betrayed his own brothers. He betrayed his own brothers. He supported the Fulanis. Then the Fulanis killed him. But before they arrested him, he went back to the people he betrayed. And Ojukwu told him, Kokoroko, let me play this song. Let me go on a music break. When I come back, we continue. As in the heart, now so I bring and give you. I remain your brother, Mazo Beleze Chukwu became. I go Biafra One.
Emechala koro gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu abuya na simu hawayu ono koro no giriano emechala koro no gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu.
I'll be right back.
Kusiya na simu hawayu ono koro no giriano hey onya ujuru mu wayu kusiya na simu ete mo wana kemae koro no giriano wadu emechala koro gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu kusiya na simu hawayu ono koro no giriano emechala koro gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu kusiya na simu hawayu ono koro no giriano emechala koro gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu kusiya na simu hawayu ono koro no giriano emechala koro gere raja onya ujuru mu wayu kusiya na simu hawayu oni people wayale wane wado asimu wado sekepo wane netware the higher you go the tougher your temptation ima posi sikena ni impuru owe no mazijile owe posi sikena ni impuru umaji na piano kute ako wane mentuare God can use your enemies to catapult you to your glory. Hey. God has used my enemies to catapult me to my glory. No way. I never charale. I can't know get a mama. Unga uguru golu imahada bawala ni mo unga uguru golu no brother hada bawala ni mo hello wale.
Yes, my brothers and my sisters, I am back once again. I remain your brother Mazo Beleze Chukwu became as nona hokolo grion in the mecha kolo grima lacha onya hosege who are you in the mecha kwa sege how are you. The program we are having today is a very interesting one, and my message is going to my brothers and my sisters from the Riverine area. Right now, my number is open. The line is open. I am ready to take any call from anybody. Those who are in support of Biafra Restoration, that includes all the people from the Riverine area, and those who are against it. Bring up your argument, bring up your call. I'm going to pick up your call then whatever that you have to say, you are free to say it so that the world may listen and know between you and myself who is making sense on this platform as it is hot now. So they talk. But excuse me, I'm not going to take much of your time, because anybody that calls now, I will take only but few calls, and I'm going to give you only but maybe 3 minutes for you to speak. Whatsoever that you want to say, you are free to call on this platform as it is hot. My name, remember, as it became as it is hot. Now so they talk. Please don't forget to tell us, say, as it is hot. Now so you go talk on this platform. We are indigenous people of Biafra, and Biafra is our nation. No man born of a woman can stop this agitation, because it's an ideology that can never be defeated. We are asking to have a nation of our own. We are asking for referendum. We are not asking for war. A call for referendum is not a call for war. Therefore, anybody who is saying that a call for referendum is a call for war, tell the person to go and sit down somewhere. If you want to call on this platform, please, the only number you can call on WhatsApp is +491 521 4292 638. Nobody should call me on Messenger. I don't need your call on Messenger. You can only call me on WhatsApp. And those of you who are calling me on Messenger should desist from doing that. I'm live. I can't answer your call. Somebody is calling me on Messenger. I cannot answer you. I can't answer you on Messenger. So if you want to talk to me, you speak to me through WhatsApp. Go talk to me through WhatsApp line. If you want to contribute to the program, go ahead and contribute to the program. We are indigenous people of Biafra, and we are here because we know that Biafra has come. Biafra have come to stay. And while we are moving forward, there are so many things I want to show you before I run up. And I have a caller on the line. Someone is already on the line. Welcome to this program, as it is hot.
Yeah, as it is hot. That's why I go talk.
Thank you very much, my brother. Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I just want to contribute on what you are saying. You know, this issue of South and the Niger Delta. The problem is that because I have a friend, a roommate that I'm living with, and it's an Isoko guy. So, you know, this the main problem we are having here is not people from other tribes like Isoko, Urobo, or Shekiri, or any other tribe. The main tribe that we are having problem with is Ijo and the people from Ile-Ifinu mixed blood. These are the only two people, because even these tribes that I call them are afraid of this Ijo, and whatever they are doing in that Niger Delta, the only people that are representing them are the Ijo and these people from Ile-Ifinu, which are the Oba lineage. They don't see other tribes as the main people that are even the stakeholder of that Niger Delta they are talking about. So that's why they are afraid, because they have more population than other tribes. You see? So whenever the other tribes are trying to see where they will benefit, like they have more say if they will be with Igbo people. So the Jaws and the Ile-Ifinu mixed blood are against them. So the problem they have here is this problem that what they are thinking that we are going to give them. That's why they don't want to see Igbo people as part of them. You see? So that's what I want to contribute, because the guy has been, even he said all over the Europe here, the people that they normally send to scholarship or send to school are the people from the job. They don't see other tribes as part of them. They are the ones suffering. Why did they answer IYC or what they call it, and the other organizations that are the one that's heading it? But when it comes to the region, they will say South and Niger Delta. So they don't believe on those things they are doing. It's either Biafra they follow or everything ends.
Okay,
so that's what I want to contribute.
Thank you very much. Before you go, thank you very much. Before you go, I want you to know that the Biafra we are looking for is not a Biafra that we are forcing somebody to join us. It's a Biafra that we are going to vote for referendum, a Biafra that is going to give people the right to vote to be among us or not. And what you say, I am beginning to believe you, because if somebody from Akwa Ibom can put up the first epistle that I read on this platform, you know, explain how Igbos are the shelter covering everybody, it speaks volume. It speaks volume. So I concur with you that it is people from this so-called River State that are the problem that we are facing here. I believe that some of them are the problem. Welcome to this program, Aside.
Yeah, I see the hot now, so I will talk. My name is Samuel Hiro Konko. I'm from Aguilera. My brother, we are doing in this struggle. You know, Buhari has already given this the people from South signal that it is their leader, their political leaders and their youth leader that is the one that is holding them. If they claim that they want Biafra, some of them that you talk to say they are Biafra, but I should not mind. We should not mind those who are speaking up. Let them take up issues with their own political leader, as we have taken up issues with our own political leader. But if they cannot do that, I suggest that they should give referendum to the southeast zone. Then we can count people from our people that they gerrymandered into Benue, our people that they gerrymandered into River State, which is Obibo. We count them back. Then when they are serious, they can fight for their own referendum. We can reintegrate them. Because I don't see any reason why we should be dying while we are waiting for some people who are, because they are afraid of their sabotage. I think that the effort, the aim of dividing that place, calling them South, they are living up to that expectation, which is to divide us and make them saboteurs. They have become that name, they fear, saboteur, because there is no any geographical location called South. All of them know that. Even if they want to know where they come from, let them put on Google, when was River State created? From which state was River State created? They know all these systems, but because they are cowards, because it will only take a coward to say, I'm a Nigerian. All these people telling you, I'm a Niger Delta, I'm big. They know that Niger Delta is not an agitation for self-independence. Niger Delta is an agitation for resource control. Do you understand?
That's correct.
Two different things. There is nothing like Niger Delta Republic. That's not what they're looking for. Niger Delta means resource control. You understand?
That is
all
correct.
The people that contribute oil, all the people that their cities, that their region have oil deposits, those are the ones that they call Niger Delta. And these people, because of their brain, I don't know, they think some of the reasons why they say that we don't want to join it was because they trust our human ingenuity and our prowess when it comes to creativity and development. Some of them think that they cannot match us. So they reason in the law of the Hausa Fulani people. That is why because I cannot see any reason why any reasonable man will say I'm not a Biafra. When you say you are not consented, you are not.
Are you still there? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, are you still there?
Yeah,
I can hear you now. I can hear. Please conclude. Conclude, please. Conclude.
Good. Let me round on. Let me round on. All those people that are saying they are not consulting them, they are not consulting them. Nobody consults anybody for freedom fighting. If you are interested, you come to the table. You know the people. If it is a Wazirika group you want to join to get Biafra, join them. If you want to start your own group to get Biafra, start your own group. If you want to join Mazinam Lekan, you consult him. So he will be the one to tell you, look at how our own structure is. If you don't want the kind of Biafra he's looking for, start it from your own side. Don't mask your own cowardice and your stupidity under the guise of nobody consulted you. Is this someone that when they become this, when Wike become governor, did anybody consult him to be a governor? He's the one that made the indicated interest and works hard to become a governor. So all these people that mask their ignorance under the guise of I was not consulted, that is fallacy. So this is my own opinion. We should take referendum for Southeastern Zone. When others are ready, they fight for it. They know that it is their statement that has hindered them. Let them take up issues with them as we have taken with ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your contribution, my brother. And I was still saying something about the first caller that says that people from Urobo, people from Ishekiri, people from Godo, these people from Akwa Ibom and the Cross River, they are not having problem acknowledging themselves as Biafran. Only River State. Some people from Edo State, yes, they are still saying that rubbish. But why River State? Why? Why River State? Why Iguacha? Why is the people in that Azit doing this rubbish? The biggest saboteur we had during the war from that angle are from River State. Why? Why are you betraying your own people? Look at what we just read out now, how Sorowiwa was killed. how he fought and supported them. And at the end of the day, they killed him and poured acid on his body. They used acid to mutilate his body. There was no body of Solowo that was found. They did not kill him and give his body to the family to bury. No, they poured acid on it. So that is to tell you the price for betrayal, for betraying your own people. The price for betraying your own people. I believe that so many people have been inboxing me, telling me, hey, bros, what we should do is we should forget about these people. Or we should not be talking about them. Or we should leave them. Or we should continue doing what we are doing and forget them. When we get our Biafra, they will beg to join us. Then I draw a line, which I'm going to connect with this last caller that says that if these 5 states is about to, have accepted to go on their own way, there are people that they have carved into River State. There are people that have carved into Cross River. There are people that have cast into Akwa Ibom. There are people that have carved into Delta. There are people that have carved into Igoromi. Even in Benue. We should be allowed to ask them, are you going with your brothers or not? There should be a referendum. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking for. So if in River State, for example, that 70% of people of River State say, we don't want Biafra, so be it, they be on their own. But if the 70% of them, if not even in referendum, 55% goes, for your information, 55% say yes, that is yes. 55% say no, that is no for everybody. That is how it is. So it is an open ballot that people will come out and decide if they are going with these people or not. So people should stop making themselves all this stupidity, making themselves all the turning themselves into playing smart with their stupidity. You don't need to play smart on people's brain now. You don't need to do that. The vote for referendum is one person for one. This way your thumb is for one person, and you have to use it once, not twice. That is why they are not going to rig it. People are saying, are you sure if we are doing this referendum, are they not going to rig it? How are you going to rig it? When we are going to use Operation A4? There's nothing like a voter's card. There's nothing like what do you call it? Use your national ID, because by then there's nothing like national ID. It is going to be Operation A4. This is ballot for Nigeria. This is ballot for Biafra. How many people are there in this community? We are 1,000. Or are those that support Biafra? Come and vote here. Those that support Nigeria, come and support here. And now go on, will be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of 1,000, 700 people say Biafra, 300 say Nigeria. Okay, the record is there. It is already that in this community, people who support Biafra have won. That is how it's going to be done. I'm giving you example. Once it is done in all part of these places where people say we are not this, we are not that, then the number of those that want Biafra will go with Biafra. The number of those that say they don't want Biafra, if it is smaller, they remain. They have no option. They have no option. So, but sometimes it seems as if we are overstressing, killing ourselves, dying because of them, doing all manner of things to make sure we go with them. It's for a reason, because this is one family. This is one family. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wanted Biafra for all these 5 states, by now we will be inside Biafra, because it will not even be a case. But how can you leave your brother that was divided out of you? The same culture, the same surname, the same mother, the same father, the same everything. They divide you by the sharing of states. You can imagine that. Now that some people are talking about another state, to create another state in Southeast, and they are now deliberating to have a Anioma state. If that Anioma state is going to stand now, from example, which we know is not even in line with what we are doing, they will carve some part of Anambra. Onitsha will be in Anioma state too. They will no longer be Anambra. Ihiala will be in Anioma state. Ozobro will be in Anioma state. Ekusigo local government up to Aguleri side. All this part will be part of Anioma state. Yes, in case you don't know, that is how it's supposed to be. And tomorrow, somebody who is an Anambra person from Onitsha will now if they want to carve them out again, they will say, no, you are no longer Igbo, you are now Delta. So what we are trying to say in a nutshell is that Chukwu Okike Abiama, with his infinite mercy, have given us a leader that loves all of us. And I want the world to know that the Igbos are paying the biggest price. The Biafrans of Igbo extraction are paying the biggest price for the liberation of everybody. And there's a limit to which you can push and die for somebody. There's a limit to which you can push and die for somebody to liberate somebody. This is the same reason why Bible recorded that the journey of 40 days of 40 days or what took Israelites 40 something years. Is it 40 something years or other 40 years instead of 40 days? Yes, the journey of 40 days now took 40 years because of Ndekwo and Ndekwero. Some people say no, some people say yes. The person who is trying to liberate you is giving you the best option. If Saro had supported Biafra and all the whole river state supported Biafra and we have Biafra, who is going to drag his oil with him? The same oil that he came back asking for that got him killed. Nobody is going to drag it with you. If you want to use it to cook pepper soup, it's up to you. If you want to use it to be eating yam, white yam, it's up to you. By the way, everybody have his or her own oil. We are highly blessed. And go and look at the landmass of the place they call South. Put all the land. They don't have land. Enough land is not there. They have more sea, more water than land. We have more land. So when you match it together, God that created us and put us in that geographical location is not a stupid God. He doesn't make a mistake. That God does not make mistake at all. He does not make any mistake at all. I'm telling you the gospel truth. So for those of you that are still thinking and considering that we are Niger Delta, we are South, once you are done watching this program, sit down, ask yourself, why was Saro-Wiwa killed? He was killed because he asked for the oil that he fought to make Nigeria together. And he asked for his people land that has been destroyed to be taken care of. That is why he killed. That's why at a stage, I was not pitying for him, but at a stage, I pitied for him. I didn't pity for him as a betrayer. He betrayed his own people. As a saboteur, he fought his own people. I didn't pity for him on that aspect. But in the aspect where he came to realize that his land is now destroyed, he began to say, okay, for this reason, we need a share. We need Niger Delta is a fight for oil, for equal share. They are deliberating for them to have more share of the oil, more quota system to be given to them. It was not for freedom. They are not fighting for any freedom, outright freedom for his own people. No, they are not. What they are fighting for is for oil, for them to get more allocation. That is what they are fighting for. And that is what Ogoni was fighting for. But we are fighting for Biafra that is going to liberate each and every one of us from this contraption they call a country. And we shall continue fighting until Biafra is restored. Let me go on music break. When I come back, if I have a call, I answer. If I don't have a call, I'll bring the program to an end. I remain your brother Mazo Olezi Chukwubikem. Kambiakwan.
Another one. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. From Prince, say life is my portion that I don't need execution. All I want is my freedom. All the gives the freedom is. Onye ọbụla tetụrụra n'ụtụtụ kelechi ya maka itetụra n'ọbụ ngọzi maka ekele Chineke na nke o mere eme o mere gị ọzọ ọ ga-emere gị ọzọ maka na akwụkwọ nsọ gwara m ife dịrị Chineke were ya maka na chi anyị na-efe ọ bụ onye dị nsọ o nweghị onye ga-eri otito Chineke bụ isi ike ndụ onye na-agba ọrịa aka na-enye ndụ Sampe akaimana chijire chike foriri nenua amawe chironi. This is a very important very important life is my portion that I don't need. Yes, I don't need them. All I want is my food. Give us ready to go. Ịma na o nwere otu obodo ka a na-akpọ Izugo. Ọkwa obodo siri ike. Nwanne m ịbata n'obodo a, o nwere otu nwoke onye obi ya riri oke obi ya jọrọ njọ. Ịma na ọ dịghị ekwe ekwe, aha ya bụ Ekwendashike. Onye na-edu m ije, onye na-edu m ala, Chukwu bịa chebe nwa gị o. You will trust my God. Maka na nwoke a jụrụ ajụ o, na ndị gị agala m mmiri tọba iko.
I want to let the people from River State to understand that we are not interested in the abandoned property which they have seized since after the war. We are not interested. Keep the properties. We have moved on. Go to Onitsha, go to Onitsha, go to Awada, go to Ugwaba Obosi. Go and look around and see mansions, see upstairs. A street of 5 decades is 5 decades, a street of 4 decades is 4 decades, a street of 3 decades is 3 decades. After the war, people that were given only about £20. Go to Oka, go and see mansion. Go to Enugu. Go to Aba, go to Owerri. We are not interested in those your stolen properties that have made all of you to begin to kick against your own freedom and the freedom of your own people. Keep the properties. We are not interested in those properties. If that is the reason why you are still denying yourselves of being free from the people that have been killing you, the people that have turned your people into suffering, abject poverty. Few among you guys are enjoying. Your fathers they are going for treatment in abroad. Why the people of Ogoniland, of Ijoland are suffering, dying? No common water, they no see drink. School, they no go. No better school. The fish where they catch for inside river, they know the fish catch them again. What kind of rubbish is that? Because of the guiltiness of stealing your brother's property after the war that you called abandoned property. We don't need it. We want to fight GM. Sorry, who have died. Who killed him? The people that he fought along with. And some of you who are still fighting against Biafra, who are still fighting against Mazinam, who doesn't acknowledge the fact that Igbos are fighting and dying to liberate each and every one of you. And on this note, I want to bring this program to an end. As Monya Futata Kafuyechi, Kachuko Kabi Magozun Nine, Ijaun Jebejebunu Gejelo Nabana Bunga Nalu, Mbasin Jokopano Unama, Asem Kachuko Kabi Melu Nifin and Kono Yo, Nafia, he knows in Yoban and Kayo, Ayo Nafia no Gemelaya, Oga Gozun Moto to Gozun Nefi, Gozun Nabani, Okatas Naiku Mazin Namdi Kano, Oga Derianama. If you have not liked our page, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I see the Hot Biafra TV, go and subscribe to it right now, because this Facebook I'm using to broadcast to you today is a different Facebook that belongs to me as well that I've not been using. But today, due to the block that they gave to me, I had to make use of it. Here, I don't have much followers and much friends. Over there, I have 25,000 plus friends over there, followers over there. And on my pages, they block everything. So that's why I'm using this as an alternative. So if you want to be getting my program, always make sure you like, you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Aside Hot Biafra Television. This is what you have to do. Once you do that, you will be able to reach us. We are indigenous people of Biafra. Amazinan Kanu is our leader. And on that note, I say, may Chukwu Okike bless each and every one of you. May Chukwu Okike keep you alive. May Chukwu Okike give you everything that you need to support this movement, so that at the end of the day, when Biafra is restored, we will praise and worship him in our own land, not in another man's land. Thank you so much. I bless each and every one of you, your family, and those that bless you shall be blessed. Those that curse you shall be cursed. Every finger pointing at each and every one of you shall wither. And any man that is making any dangerous move against you, such person shall be destroyed, because all God and war, wherever they have taken your name to for any incantation, fire is going to catch them. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra.
Thank you very much. Why I'm still serving 30 days suspension on my main account and my main pages, I will be coming here to give this message of redemption to each and every one of you. And I believe that Chukwu Okike is our God. I may come back to you later in the evening. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Dear one.